protests have spiked after blood scandal news.
And the life of Slovakia's Prime Minister is no longer in danger. Diddy Combe has apologised for his inexcusable behaviour after CCTV appeared to show him attacking singer Cassandra Ventura.
The footage, which was aired by CNN early last week, appeared to show the rap star kicking and pushing his ex-girlfriend in a hotel hallway. Speaking in a video posted to his Instagram page, Mr. Combe said he took full responsibility for the actions in the clip.
The BBC has not independently verified the video, which appears to be a compilation of surveillance footage angles dating from the 5th of March 2016. According to CNN, it was filmed at the now-closed Intercontinental Hotel in Century City, Los Angeles.
There has been a surge in demand for hepatitis C tests since news broke out recently that hundreds of people in the UK were unknowingly infected with the virus, the Hepatitis C Trust has said.
Up to 27,000 people caught it when they were given transfusions with infected blood from the 1970s until 1991.
According to analysis, a further 1,700 people who caught it in the same way have not yet been diagnosed. Hepatitis can cause chronic liver disease and can be fatal if left untreated.
Known as the silent killer, hepatitis C may cause few symptoms initially, with early signs including night sweats, brain fog, itchy skin and fatigue.
But for every year a person carries the virus, their chance of dying from liver cirrhosis and related cancers increases.
Thousands of people who were having to boil their water in Devon due to a parasite outbreak are now being told that they no longer have to. South West Water said it was no longer advising 14,500 households in Brixham to boil their water before drinking it.
The company said 17,000 households and businesses had been affected by the boil water notice after traces of cryptosporidium, a parasite that causes diarrhea, was identified in its network on Wednesday.
But it is still advising about 2,500 properties in Hillhead, upper parts of Brixham and Kingswear to continue to boil their drinking water. Slovakia's Prime Minister Robert Fico is steadily approaching a positive prognosis after undergoing further surgery, according to the country's deputy leader.
The 59-year-old was gravely injured after being shot in the small town of Handlova on Wednesday. He is currently in a serious but stable condition, and officials have said it is unlikely he could be moved back to Bratislava in the next few days.
Meanwhile, the man charged with his attempted murder appeared in court. It ruled that he will be placed in custody until his trial, according to a court spokeswoman. Okay, it seems like we have breaking news coming in that Iran's President and Foreign Minister have died after their helicopter crashed in a mountainous area in northwest Iran.
Rescuers found the chopper's burned wreckage earlier this morning, more than 12 hours after it came down in bad weather.
A senior Iranian official told Reuters President Raisi, the Foreign Minister Hossein Amirabdolis, can't pronounce it, and all the passengers in the helicopter were killed in the crash.
State television said it had smashed into a mountain, and there has been no official word of the cause, but there was thick fog in the area.
Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has declared 5 days of national mourning, while First Vice President Mohammad Mokhber has been put in temporary charge and new elections must be held within 50 days. Virgin Trains could return to running rail services again on the West Coast Main Line between London and Glasgow 5 years after losing the franchise. It means that Virgin would be competing with Avanti West Coast, the train company it lost the contract to in 2019.
Virgin Trains had operated the service, which runs from London Euston via Birmingham and Manchester to Scotland, for 22 years before it was disqualified from bidding for the franchise.
Virgin Group confirmed to the BBC that it had applied to the regulator, the Office of Rail and Road, for an open access licence.
Under this type of licence, a firm does not receive any state subsidies and takes on the risk of running a rail service by itself. In contrast, a franchised operator such as Avanti holds a contract with the government to run the route.
A spokesperson for Virgin Group said, while this application is just the first step towards exploring what might be possible, we think open access is the way forward. Open access increases consumer choice and competition, both of which Virgin has always supported.
Avanti has faced fierce criticism over delays and cancellations since taking over the franchise. Really? Another breaking news coming in?
Okay, seems like we have more breaking news that the chief prosecutor of the International Criminal Court is seeking arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Hamas leader in Gaza, Yahya Sinwar.
Karim Khan also says he's seeking the arrest warrants of Hamas leaders Ismail Haniyeh and Mohammed al-Masri and Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant.
Khan says he has reasonable grounds to believe the men bear responsibility for war crimes and crimes against humanity. In the Hamas leader's case, the alleged crimes begin from at least the 7th of October 2023, and in the Israeli leader's case from at least the 8th of October.
Israeli politicians condemn the decision to apply for a warrant for Netanyahu, with War Cabinet Minister Benny Gantz calling it a deep distortion of justice.
Meanwhile, a senior Hamas official says the ICC seeking arrest warrants equates the victim with the executioner.
Countries that have signed up to the ICC statute would then be obliged to arrest the men if they had the chance. The 124 signatories do not include Russia, China, and the United States.
Israel has not signed up either, but the ICC has ruled that it does have legal authority to prosecute criminal acts in the war because the Palestinians are signatories.
If the arrest warrants are issued, it would mean that the head of Israel's government, Benjamin Netanyahu, who is the longest-serving prime minister in Israel, would not be able to visit his Western allies without risking arrest. The one exception, all important for him anyway, would be the United States.
Finally tonight, broadcast regulator Ofcom has said it is considering a statutory sanction against GB News after the channel was found to have broken due impartiality rules.
They announced in February it was investigating a Q&A session which saw Prime Minister Rishi Sunak take questions from the public. Today, Ofcom said it had concluded the programme, called Programmes Forum the Prime Minister, broke its broadcasting rules.
Ofcom said, given this represents a serious and repeated breach of these rules, we are now starting the process for consideration of a statutory sanction against GB News.
In a statement, GB News said, Ofcom's finding against GB News today is an alarming development in its attempts to silence us by standing in the way of a forum that allows the public to question politicians directly.
It continues on to say the regulator's threat to punish a news organisation with sanctions for enabling people to challenge their own Prime Minister strikes at the heart of democracy at a time when it could not be more vital.
Ofcom said the episode received a total of 547 complaints and was presented in the context of the forthcoming UK general election.
According to its website, Ofcom's sanctions could see the broadcast regulator impose a financial penalty, shorten or revoke a licence, issue a direction not to repeat a programme, or issue a direction to broadcast a correction or a statement of Ofcom's finding. To your weather for tomorrow, and Cardiff has sunshine and showers and 19 degrees Celsius and low of 11.
Edinburgh's forecast is partly cloudy and 16 degrees Celsius and low of 10.
London has sunshine and showers with the top temperature of 19 degrees and the low is 13.
Wow, 1-1 tomorrow then. Belfast's forecast is partly cloudy and 18 degrees Celsius and low of 10. And bear in mind that there is a yellow weather warning for thunderstorms issued for most of County Antrim, including Belfast. Before we go, here is a quick recap of our top stories today.
Ben News United Kingdom. Here is our top stories today. Sean Diddy Combe apologises for inexcusable behaviour.
Hepatitis C tests have spiked after blood scandal news.
And the life of Slovakia's Prime Minister is no longer in danger. That that's it from us, and it is also time to say goodbye to Season 9. Thank you for watching. Season 10 will start in early June, but in the meanwhile, please subscribe and see you soon.
You can subscribe here or down there where the red button is. You can view our previous video here, you can view our playlist here, and you can Facebook us using the link below.